Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! Woo, woo. There it is, there it is. So we're coming to you from the Emporium Arcade Bar here in San Francisco for All-Star Weekend 2025. As always, we got the legend and former Golden State Warrior, Gilbert Arenas.
What it do? What it do?
On this side of the couch, we got the bully from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick. Everybody give it up for Kenyon Martin.
Check mine in.
Hold on, let me see. Is that mic good?
We'll see.
Uh-oh, it's ready to go.
It's on.
It's on. It's ready to go. Last but not least, we got a man that goes by many names. Mr. Cemetery Larry, Rashad McCants in the building. And shout out to our Gil's Arena DJ, T-Mackin, who's been holding it down for our All-Star Weekend shows. But we got a special guest pulling up to the arena. He's a former All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, and first-team All-NBA selection. Not to mention back-to-back NCAA champion with the Florida Gators. Everybody give it up for Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
So we want to give a special thanks to Anscape for sponsoring these shows this week here in the Bay. Be on the lookout for my new film, Memes and Nightmares, premiering February 20th on Hulu. Executive produced by LeBron James and Maverick Carter. The film takes a look inside the world of NBA Twitter. So pull up to Hulu on February 20th and watch Memes and Nightmares. And as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. So download the Underdog app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And we're doing special mostly fans with our live audience here. So when instructed, if you got a question, pull up to the mic and you can ask our couch. And we're doing our Gil's Arena Get Us to a Gillion subscriber giveaway. For every 1,000 subscribers we get, between 900,000 and 1 million, we're giving Underdog users $1,000. All you need to do is have the Underdog app, use promo code GIL, and be subscribed to our YouTube channel. But let's get into this thing. So, two-time All-Defensive Selection, Defensive Player of the Year in 2014. What do you think about the current offensive explosion in the league, and has defense been devalued in the current game?
Man, I don't think so, man. I think the game is just different. And you got to respect what the guys are doing right now. It's a different era. You know, we have our mindset towards the game, but overall, I think the game is in good hands.
And what do you say to people who say that defense isn't what it used to be? Is the offense just that good, or offensive player just that good nowadays? We see 1 through 5 shooting threes. We see just a lot of different changes.
I think the offenses are more complicated. It's a completely different game. There's no post up. I don't even see hook shots no more, you know? So it's a different game. Like, Wemby's 7'4", moving like that. Like, we never seen that before. So overall, I think there's a lot of talent in this league. It's a lot more individually based. Guys are doing their individual workouts. They're talking about streaming. Guys aren't watching games the same way. You know, it's all about highlights. It's like the work ethic, really studying the game. I think that's going to be the problem right now.
Do you think defense is at a disadvantage because of the creativity in offense? Like with the defense, there's no new things that can be added to help you guys defensively. So for an offensive guy, if I know what you can only do, does it help out the offense a little bit more?
You know, I just think when you talk about spacing, that's really what the difference is in the last 10 years. I think the spacing thing is crazy. If you're a big man, you got to be able to guard a 1 coming off a pick and roll. Like, that's where the money's at. I feel like, yeah, the spacing is what the difference is.
I think it's all cap.
You think it's all cap, Cemetery Larry?
All cap.
What is all cap?
All cap. We're not teaching defense like we teaching offense, so how could defense catch up? We ain't paying attention to defense like we paying attention to offense, so how are we even supposed to give it respect? We sit up here, we talk about 30 a game, all the assists, all this. We don't talk about deflections. We don't talk about how you got to make a guy V-cut, how you got to make it harder on the defense. We don't have guys going back to teach guys how to play defense against the new offensive game. You got new moves, new offense. Okay, why we don't got new ways to stop it? I mean, I got some solutions, but it goes back to fundamental defense. Foundation of fundamental defense. Deny the ball. What happens when you deny the ball? They got to change the offense, don't they?
Backdoor.
Backdoor. What's help for? Elbows and boxes. I mean, help. He can't backdoor, even if my guys is helping. How'd you change the offense? That's 5 seconds off the shot clock. It's only 14 when you cross half court.
And Kenya, what do you think about
we play 11 seconds of defense. We good. We play 10 seconds of defense. They in the 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So you're talking about team defense or individual?
I'm talking about individual effort, team scheme, team strategy.
Team.
Going back to the foundation of real defense. If James Harden can come up with a move to dominate the game, why can't we defend it? Why you can't come up with a defensive strategy to stop it?
So that's what I was asking. I was asking the question of the principles of defense from when the game started has been the same, right? You know, below the free throw line, you push them a certain way, you know, closing out a certain way, jumping straight up a certain way, hand bar. Like, it's all been the same principles, right? The only thing that's changed since the game has started is offense, allowing a carry a little bit, allowing, you know, 0 steps, allowing all these different attributes to the offense. So offensively, there's, let's say, versus the 80s, there's almost 100 new moves. But when it comes to defense, it's been played the same way. So it seems like it's a little harder.
What about this?
Well,
They don't even down pick and rolls anymore. They don't down pick and rolls.
At all.
I can't. It's about switching. So that's what you guys were talking about. The ones as a big. That's what's most important. We used to down the pick and roll. We had the #1 defense.
Yep.
I ate off of that. I ate off of that. But they don't play defense like that anymore. So for me, it's like the whole defense thing. It's a mindset, bro.
But you got to be taught, though, right? You got to have influence. Like Billy taught y'all in college how effort means something. When you come out and you play harder than the other team, and that's our sole purpose to dominate the game, is just to play harder than you. Everything else defensively comes when you're shown how to do it.
Yeah.
If you deny this, I'm gonna show you why it's so important to always deny this. Ball pressure. Guy picked the ball up, everybody step back. To me, it's not about the game being in good hands or bad hands. It's about the bad habits. When you're talking about championship basketball, you're talking about winning basketball, and then you talk about the essence of basketball, you're like, we're losing the good habits.
So Kenya, I saw you over there laughing. What you had to say?
no, everything Gil said, yes. Rashad, Joakim, yes. But let's go back to what Rashad was just saying just now, right? You can't score without the ball first and foremost. If you're having a hard time bringing it up, you're having a hard time catching it, let's start there, right? Who's to say I got to let you run your fucking offense? Who's to say I got to let you throw the ball to the wing every time? Who's to say I'm supposed to, like, do these things, right? Do your work early.
Yep.
It's shit like that they don't do. If a guy does decide to post up these days, guys don't know how to play post defense. Guys taking a bump with the chest. Next thing you know, you right up under the rim, motherfucker hook dunking on you now.
Yeah.
Right? Guys are very good offensively. I was terrified to let Tim Duncan catch the ball. Terrified to let Kobe catch the ball. So I'm going to do everything in my... You heard what Dante Jones said. We threaten him. Don't let him catch the ball, man. Deny him. If he give it up, deny him as far as you possibly can. Because you can't go back court to catch the motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's illegal. You're going to work your ass off to go. Everybody don't move like Steph. There's only one of him in this NBA that's been of him that's in this NBA. His movement terrifies teams. Everybody don't do that.
Yeah.
Everybody don't move like that. Everybody tries to play that way, but you don't have the personnel to play that way. When have somebody pressured Nikola Jokic bringing the ball up the floor? They let this man bring the ball up the floor willingly every time. When Draymond Green, when Golden State was winning it, who was starting their offense? Draymond. He don't handle that motherfucker like 30.
No pressure.
Dog, you're not pressuring him. You're not making him show you he can dribble the ball to get away from you bringing the ball up the floor. You let him dribble the ball up the floor willingly, throw the ball to the wing. Of course they're going to be good. You let him do what he want to do.
Yeah.
Pressure, individual pride. Let's try that one. Take each possession personal.
Yeah. Sense of
Like
urgency.
you want to score on me, right? You want to score on me, girl. You take it personal that you're going to score on me. I take it just as personal not to let you score. And if you do score, guess what I do? Pat you on your ass, tell you good shot, and I'm going to try harder the next time, and I'm going to figure out, okay, he did this move. No, he ain't going to score. He not going to use that fucking move again.
Nope.
Right?
Never again.
You won't use that one again. You're going to have to trick me to get to that move.
Yep.
You're going to have to go to B. Okay, he did B now. I'm going to go study B so the next time I see you, you're going to have to go to C. You're not finna use your A game, your B game to beat me. And not enough people have that approach today where it's individual pride, each and every possession. Put the same confidence, the same pride that you want to put in the defense as you put into your game, working on your handle, working on your, when you start your, most guys when they start their workout nowadays, what's the first thing they do? Ball handling, right?
That's what I
First
was
thing, the
gonna
ball
say.
handling shit. No,
That's
how
what I was
about
gonna say.
you implement some motherfucking defensive slides and some movement and motherfucking some ladder drills so your foot movement is quick so you can move side to side if you are big to keep you in front of this guard. Let's try some of this shit while we working on our fucking handle, while we doing two ball and we working on in and out cross behind the back. And we ain't gonna never use this shit in the game because we don't get the fucking opportunity to. Because we over there standing in the goddamn corner.
Nah, but look, it really what it is you just got to start rewarding defense. You got to start rewarding what it is to stop somebody. You got to reward the deflection on the sideline. You got to reward that guy that dove on a loose ball, that guy that took that charge, that defensive rebound, that box out. Come on.
I'm not saying you're not gonna score.
Like I know how frustrating it is when you're trying to play winning basketball and no one wants to box out.
It's the best.
Not to saying you guys not gonna score, Gil, because guys are very good offensively because they work on that part of it. They are very skilled.
And that's the
days,
thing,
right?
We work on how to score on you.
Don't work on,
y'all don't work on how to
that's
stop
the thing,
us.
And that's the thing. They don't watch film. They don't watch tendencies. They don't, like I said, that A move, just take Kevin Garnett, for instance. Kevin Garnett trying to get to that right shoulder, boom, boom, he gonna turn right shoulder every time to turn that shoulder. Against me, you can't do that. You know, he turned right shoulder, I'm stripping. You know, like, he's studying me, I'm studying. So therefore, you gotta do something different to score.
But again, the defense, right? Because you're not studying how to play defense, all you can go off of is effort. Now, when you're talking about 30 guards and 30 guard defenders, 30 guards are working on offense every single day in the summer.
They working on the same shit.
Yes.
All of them are doing the same fucking drills with the same training.
The defensive players is not working on defense every day in the summer. So what ends up happening is the offense has an advantage because the defense only skill at this point is effort and going hard.
But I'm talking about the guys that's playing offense too. I'm not just saying the guys that's known for playing defense.
No.
I'm talking about the guys that's in there working on their offensive game.
No.
Motherfucker, you doing defensive shit too.
You're supposed to, but I'm saying.
Not just the guys, he known as a defender, he known as they only work on defense. No. Everybody fucking doing it, and it'd be a much better product.
No, that's what you said, if they did it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying none of us never went out to a playground and seeing defensive players out there doing line drills, blocking shots, learning. They're not doing that. It's
Because
just a natural instinct in wanting to do it.
Because that's not what it is. That's like the fabrication of thinking that Africa is just a bunch of fucking animals and huts and shit. Like they don't got buildings and roads and cars. Like it's another whole dynamic of playing the game of basketball when it comes to defense and making it look like it's you got to go out here and hustle and run, line drills and do all this defensive shit. No, it's effort. It's really want to. It's, man, I'm competing against this dude. I'm going to do everything it takes to stop him.
Y'all want to talk about defense, but I was nice too. Like, I had all of that. Like, I don't know. Y'all want to talk about defense and shit. Like,
Thank you.
come on, man. Defense is a mentality. You want to win the game, you're going to lock up. It's a mentality. It's the energy. But at the end of the day, like, let's not forget, just because we play defense and shit, like, I was fucking nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to pressure me? I got something for that. Like, from New York City.
How much pride did you take on the defensive side, locking the dude up? Obviously, talk about being nice on the offensive side, but how much pride did you have defensively being able to shut a guy down as well?
If you want to win, you got to play defense. You want to play in the big games, you got to play defense. We're on the same page. It is a mentality. If we talking to the shorties, I love coming here and talking to Kenyon before we came in, like how hype he was talking about his son, like the way that you're growing up with your kid and seeing what he's doing. Just to see the passion that you guys, when we talk about this, you guys are also talking to your little ones. So for me, that's interesting,
So one of the things I didn't mention in your intro, you played on the French national team. Another French national team player is making his All-Star debut this past weekend. One of the front runners to win Defensive Player of the Year this season, and that is, of course, Victor Wembanyama. We call him Wamba Wamba on this show. Shout out Rasheed Wallace. You'll know we have different names for players, but just trying to give you the vocabulary. But based on what you've seen so far, is there a player comparison or maybe a combination of players that compare to Wemby?
No, I don't think we've ever seen something like that before. Not at that size, moving like that. And people forget, he's 20. I was just in Paris last week, like the whole crowd going crazy for him. And you know what? His first shot, 30-footer at 20. He missed, but I was like, oh shit. Like, I'm not gonna wait and ease into this game, set a couple screens. Nah. First shot, bang, 30 feet. At 7'4"? Come on, man. You could talk about all this other shit, but you don't have to really know basketball that we seeing something different with him. So it's exciting.
I think everyone right now is sleeping on the French product. And I didn't even know you was French. How many?
Bonjour?
Right now, I mean, I did a stat. I think out of all the Europeans, most of them are black. That's the weird part. Most of them are actually black Euros.
It's the African pipeline.
The 2028 French team, right? I don't think everybody know how dangerous that team might be, because the first and second pick, they wasn't on the national team, right?
No, not yet.
They wasn't.
Zachary Risachet and Alex Saw.
Shit.
No, the development over there is real. They play team ball. I grew up in that environment. I moved from Paris when I was 10 years old. I moved to New York. So I saw the grassroots system over there compared to how it is in the States. And these kids out there, they believe that they can make it to the league now. Like when it was Tony Parker, there was one other player. So what Tony did, and now it's like the next generation, now we got a shot to have like the face of the league in Wemby, maybe. It's like these kids are coming in like, yo, this is for real and we can do this. So just in terms of like what we're doing, the inspiration over there, it's fucking huge. Huge.
And what was it like for you seeing a young Michael Jordan, or when you were young, seeing Michael Jordan come out there play in Paris, and just how did that motivate you to want to get to the league?
I mean, you just have those things where the inspiration as a kid and the dream is where it all starts. And I'm a third-generation athlete. My grandfather was a soccer player from Cameroon. My pops played tennis. And what they instilled in me was like, even though it was different sports, like the work ethic that you have to have, like it was different sports, but what I learned from them was just endurance. Training in when you're uncomfortable. So it doesn't matter what sport you play. We're talking about defense, being able to play tired. A lot of people, when they get tired, I don't care how fucking good your jump shot is, I'm gonna win if you're tired and I'm not tired. That was my strength.
And you talked about the difference in basketball on the grassroots level in France versus how it compares to here in the States. What are the major differences that you notice?
The pro teams have grassroots teams all the way to 8 years old. So if you're playing at 10 years old, you can go on Saturday and go see the pro team. You can see the 12-year-olds play. You can see the 14-year-olds play. So you're always seeing what that next level looks like. They have it's different. And I think a lot of the work that we're doing right now is not just in France, but working with the NBA in Africa. These kids are fucking hungry. And they want to, like, you build a court, you might have 400 kids on one court. You throw a bounce pass, you waiting 10 minutes before you throw your next fucking bounce pass. And we come from a culture where you can watch your girlfriend coming to watch you play the game, you got your family watching you play the game, the shit is AC, you got your fucking indoor court. Like, my father's side of the family's from Cameroon. We got 5 NBA players right now. 5. You know how many indoor courts there are in the country? 1. 1. Like, you know, it's just the blessings, like we live in America, the blessings that we have and the opportunities that we have, just even able to talk about this shit. Like, that shit don't exist nowhere else in the world. It don't.
Facts.
And you feel like kids in the States kind of take that for granted, really, because they don't know about what's going on in the rest of the world, how hungry these other kids are, and the lack of resources they have out there compared to the abundance of resources we have here.
I mean, there's so much to learn. You know, I just came back from Cameroon last week. The blessing of just, man, it's like, I was there. I'm blessed to have a beach house on that side of the world. Cameroon, West Africa. Like, just the conversations, the fishermen, like just the simple shit, you know? The kid who really wants it, but it's just, he doesn't have a court.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's like a lot of my inspiration in this shit like just comes from being able to build out there, because they fucking want it.
So let me ask you, so you saying like, what we seeing is a different type of hunger from the Europeans and the international players. When you say inspiration, you say motivation, you say, man, I'm dying for that opportunity, right? And it's more for the love of the game, right? Not the materialism of the game. Not, I'm trying to, go get the biggest bag. I'm trying to be on all the magazines. I'm trying to be a champion in America type shit. And I think that's what me and Brandon see. And I think that's why we're kind of afraid for the next generation, because the love of the game, the foundation of our game, the defense, the pride, the morality, all the intensity, the pride, fuck that. Like, I don't want nobody stepping over my lines. So I don't see none of that. And that's why I feel like the game is under attack. And I think the leadership is under attack. I think we're questioning the players a little bit too much, because they only can do what they're taught. And if they're doing what they're taught, we gotta question the teachers. And at that point, we gotta ask who's hiring the teachers and question them.
Yeah, the game definitely got geeky. A lot of geek shit going on. Like, fuck, man. Enough with the fucking stat this and this and PR and like, fuck out of here.
Stat man.
Stop. He's sitting right there. Don't y'all see him?
When we say attack, the game is not being attacked, it's being evolved, right? It was an American game, and now it's an international game. I mean, Why are we thinking of it like it's being intruded on? It's being expanded on, right? You know, the players from other countries who dreamed of being in the NBA, they have the opportunity now, right? The game is evolved, and it's more of a blessing than something that says, man, the international players is taking over. I mean, they should. They've been expired to. They're hungrier, right? It just helps the game overall. It's not, you know, America versus Euros. It's basketball players.
That's right.
And I think that's how we should look at it.
Well said, well said.
So let's spin it forward. Go back to January of this year. You were out in Chicago, Derrick Rose jersey retirement ceremony. You got to play with D Rose, young phenom, youngest MVP in league history. It's been really good to see him getting his flowers, but I got to ask you, do you think D Rose should be in the Hall of Fame? We've debated it on the couch. You played with him, so I need to know.
Nah, I mean, I think
Keep that in.
the people spoke. What Derrick brought to the game, the emotion that he brought out of people, the humility that he played the game with. I saw him at the peak of his thing. And, you know, Pooh's story it's not just a Hall of Fame story. It's like the pain of really, like, knowing you're gonna win a championship and then being in that moment, and then your best player just, you know, you see your brother just, you know, his ACL go out on a big stage. And the way that he handled all of it, like, I'm at his wedding, I'm at his retirement thing, it's the same people from the beginning. He never switched up. No new nobody. It's the same people. So, and he's good. He's in a good place. He's happy with everything he's gone through, all the adversity that he went through. It's interesting, like, the conversations we're able to have is just, you know, it's just always so much deeper than just hooping. And the fact that we still brothers today and being able to go through all that, just retiring, you know, Pooh, you watching the games? Like, nah, I can't watch that shit. I feel like I'll still bust all these niggas' ass. So, you know, when you're done playing, it takes a little while to process. Even as a competitor, you can't be a competitor out here. Like, people can't relate to that shit. We can talk about it right now because we lived that, but basketball is done. So, I don't know. It's interesting. But back to what you were saying about Pooh, he's as special as they come, as great as he was as a hooper. He's a better human. He asks questions. He asks questions. We're talking about him being in the Hall of Fame. You just retired. No, he's asking everybody questions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's a yes for sure.
Yeah, D Rose.
Yeah, y'all think so?
All the MVPs are Hall of Famers.
Everyone who's won an MVP is
Everybody that is an MVP is in the Hall of Fame. That's the most prestigious award you can.
every retired MVP
Do you deserve MVP?
in the Hall of Fame except for D Rose.
If you're the MVP, yes. 100%. He did it twice.
Steve Nash does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Steve Nash
That's
was
coming from
nice. He was
Steve
nice.
was nice.
What do you define deserving? Are you saying that someone else is more deserving? Right, so if you take it from me, you give it to him, I'm left with nothing, right? But I feel I deserved it. But who got it? All right, so we can't argue with who got it, who not. If it ain't an opinion, you know what I'm saying?
And just a question for the couch, you brought this up, just watching the game now, how hard is it to watch it now that your playing career is over and knowing how well you can be able to thrive and play in this current league? Yeah.
Come on, man. Basketball is fucking awesome. Like, we're all here because of basketball. Like, y'all don't like watching basketball? I like watching basketball.
Y'all like watching basketball in the crowd? All right, shit, that's why y'all here, right?
I like watching basketball. You know, do I miss a big to big, high low pass like that? That shit doesn't exist anymore. It's, you know, but I'm not gonna stand out here being done and then just hate because it's different. Because if I say how I really feel, sometimes y'all gonna be like, oh, Sticks is a fucking hater. He's a hater. Nah. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I want to watch this. Look, I don't see jump hooks. I don't see big to big passes. That's the basketball that I like to watch. It's different, but that doesn't mean it's a bad product. Like,
Well, I like watching good basketball. I just don't like watching basketball. If I want to watch basketball, I can go watch some fucking fourth graders play.
Yeah. Fact.
It ain't gonna be good.
That's what I mean. That's my point exactly.
Yeah.
That's the point exactly. I like watching good basketball. I like watching well-coached basketball. I like watching, So there are some teams that fit that. So there are some players that fit that. And over the years, I haven't watched, in the last 5 years, unless KJ was playing against certain teams, I didn't watch them play. For years, I didn't know who played for certain teams.
yo,
Because I'm not going to my TV didn't go to that channel. It refused to. I'll try to stop that bitch, it'll skip it.
Not today.
Algorithm, it know me, it know my TV, like it just is not gonna stop on bad basketball. For years I was not going, I can't do it.
It's called the NBA, ain't it?
Or definitely call it NBA, but my TV, fuck all that. I pay my bill.
What kind of players in the NBA? Professionals,
Some of them.
right? I don't want to watch professionals play like amateurs.
You don't want to watch professionals play like amateurs.
No, I don't want that. I didn't tune in for that. This is high quality entertainment. We pay a lot of money to watch these motherfuckers go out here and give us the best shit. Man, win us championship. Yes, play hard. At least show some sweat, man. Sweat a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
They got to sweat.
We got a motherfucker want to podcast more than he want to play. Nah, it's the feminine thing. They want to be on TV. They want to take pictures. They want to wear purses and shit. Instead of just shooting free throws, go shoot free throws. Go shoot free throws, bro.
Sean talking cash shit. So, question for you, Joakim. You saw the Jimmy Butler trade from the Heat to the Warriors.
I can't hear you. My bad.
Hey, crowd, y'all got to shut the fuck up now. We got to show love to our guests. So, you played with Jimmy Butler when he was with the Bulls. Obviously, Jimmy just got traded from the Heat to the Warriors. A lot of different thoughts, opinions. A lot of people have different things to say about who Jimmy Butler is, what he's like as a person on and off the court. What was it like to be teammates with Jimmy Butler, and do you feel like he's misunderstood? Uh-oh, I gotta laugh. We got a lot of Warriors fans in here. I just want to remind you.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Jimmy, I don't even know where to start. Jimmy was my rookie. And somebody whose drive, I've never seen that before. His competitive spirit in this, going into a big game with Jimmy Butler, I mean, it didn't get better than that. Like, you know, when you look at somebody and you're like, all right, we got to go get this one, you know, game sevens, it's the shit. So I respect Jimmy for that. Jimmy's fucking nuts. But it also what makes him him. He is built different. He has a crazy story. And like rookie year, I remember he used to wear all these bracelets, and Adrian Griffin used to tell him, like, yo, you're not playing, you gotta do the individual. He's pissed he's doing the individual. Jimmy, take off the bracelets. I'm not taking off the bracelets. They're gonna break on the court, Jimmy. I'm not taking off. This is a rookie, he's a rook. He shoots the shot, the bracelets fucking break all over the court. But that's just who Jimmy was, man. He's just wired different, always gonna bet on himself. And you know what, he played with Dunleavy. We played together in Chicago together. They brought him here. I mean, I think that the environment in Golden State is going to be really good for him. And fucking enjoy, man. Enjoy the competition because, you know, it doesn't last forever. So, yeah, shout out to Jimmy.
Just can't turn it off. That's.
So you got to take the good with the bad. I'm saying it's gonna be a lot more good than it is gonna be bad, but that's the duality, I think, of any hooper. But let's move along. So you played 5 years under Coach Tom Thibodeau, known for playing his top guys, extremely heavy minutes. This season, no different. Tibbs has 3 of his starters in the top 6 in minutes played in the league. So what's your response to the critics out there who say Tibbs plays his guys too many minutes?
Y'all making it hot, man. I thought we were just gonna chill over here in the bag and have a couple drinks. Nah, Tibbs is another one who's nuts.
Nuts.
So Chicago was just a nut job house, huh?
He's nuts, but it was just competitive as they come. You're gonna work, and you're gonna be prepared. You're gonna be over-prepared. You're gonna be over-prepared. You're in a shoot-around, and instead of the shoot-around being 30 minutes, he's gonna have you on your feet for an hour. But you know, at the time, you're like, yo, man, what the fuck, man? This dude's fucking crazy. But you realize also when you play, I also played on some shitty teams. And as a player, all you want really is to be prepared and ready for the big game.
Yeah.
You don't want people asking questions like, yo, what are you supposed to do here? Like, that's when fucking shit just goes left. But when you have somebody who's like, no, you know exactly what's coming.
Yep.
Attention to detail we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, but that shit wasn't for you though.
For me?
Like the hour shoot around wasn't for you, right?
That's for the lazy motherfuckers.
And
That's for the dummies.
So this the fucked up shit, right? He is so smart of a basketball player, right? He knows every position. He knows what people are supposed to do. And now you got to sit there and endure some of your not so intelligent fucking teammates, right?
Yeah, where you at?
Because he got to keep explaining this shit to a motherfucker like Nick Young,
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, where you at? Yeah.
right?
That's why we in shoot around that motherfucker over there.
Swaggy catching strays.
Because you tell him to top lock this fucking play, and he like, the motherfucker coming off the double 3 straight times. No, Nick, top lock it.
Turn it down, Nick. Turn it
so
down.
it's shit like that, right? I'm sitting and shoot around like, why the fuck am I here so long? I know all this shit already, so that's the part of, we're part of this shit, we're part of the team, so to be on the floor that long and to be prepared, you have to endure it, even though it's the shitty part for the smart players, right?
It's a team, bro. It's
The team, yeah.
It's a team, so we all in this shit together, so you gotta take it on the chin, right? Like,
That's
we
the
in
whole.
film for an hour, like, damn. All this shit don't include me.
I had Stan Van Gundy, so I know.
No,
Right.
you know.
Elbow pass, knee pass for shoot around. He said, this is not shoot around, this is practice. Damn. Okay.
So we get ready to do Mostly Fans. So if you have a question, step up to the mic. But before we do Mostly Fans,
Clipper Darrow, I see you in
Darrow
the
in the
building,
building.
man.
we see Clipper there in a minute. Before we do Mostly Fans, we want to thank the audience for coming out today. We at Gil's Arena want to show our appreciation to you as well.
They done
in our
cloned
race
Clipper
to
Darrow.
1 million subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you have not done so already, subscribe to the Gil's Arena YouTube. Also, download the Underdog app. Use promo code GIL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And we also have Hulu gift cards to hand out, courtesy of Anscape, my new film, Memes and Nightmares, coming out on Hulu February 20th. That is Thursday, February 20th. Memes and Nightmares. Thank you to the folks at Anscape for handing out those Hulu gift cards. All right, now let's move on to Mostly Fans, presented by Underdogs. We got our first fan question. Go ahead, step up to the mic, ask your question.
All right, so I want to know, and this is in a win because y'all niggas like context. Would you rather have a 60-20-10 triple-double or break Kobe's 83?
Step back, we can.
Yeah, step back real quick. We couldn't hear you. It was a little loud on the mic.
I said, this is in a win. Y'all win. Would y'all have a 60-20-10 triple-dub or break Kobe's 83?
So 60, 20, 10.
Triple-double.
Or break Kobe's 83 points in the game record.
Okay.
I mean, 81.
Rather have a 60-20-10 triple-double
My
or
fault,
break
81.
Kobe's 81-point game? 60-20-10 triple-double or you
me-
score 82?
I'd rather have 82, 0, and 0, and 0, and 0, okay?
82, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Because, you know what I mean? God damn it, you just said 81. You ain't say no other triple-double in history because you don't remember them. I'll take the 82.
So, Joakim, would you rather have a 60-20-10 triple-double or score break or surpass Kobe's 81 points?
Did we win or did we lose?
Both times?
Both dubs?
Both ways?
Both dubs? Yeah, I'll take the 82. The 82.
Taking the 82. A 60-20-10 triple-double. Not doing for nobody on this side of the couch. Let's move over here, Kenya. 60-20-10 triple-double. You want the 60-20-10 triple-double. Why you want the 60-20-10 triple-double?
Yeah, it's can only fuck ain't scoring and all that, man. Like pass the goddamn ball. Like, I get it. We all know you own one tonight. Pass the fucking ball, man.
Pass the ball. So Gil wants 82-0-0-0. Kenya want the 62.
Already got the 60. Let me get
Listen, so when I was in the garden, when I was on the team when Melo scored 6 in the garden, he had no assists. I told him after the game.
Pass the
Like
After the game.
Right after. Right directly after. They looked at the stat sheet, like, damn, boy, you couldn't find nobody to throw it to? They motherfucking triple teaming you out this bitch. You couldn't find not one of them.
Throwing it at that
cool.
rim.
Let's move on to
Congratulations.
Cemetery Larry. 60-20-10 triple-double or surpass Kobe's 81 points?
Triple dub, I'm going triple dub. I'm going with the triple dub. Yeah, I like to be out. Listen. When you can affect the game like that and still get a win, you good. Leave Kobe where he at, man. Leave Kobe where he at.
Leave Kobe where he at.
Bother Kobe. Kobe's gone. We're gonna leave him there.
So let's move on to our next Mostly Fans question. Step up to the mic.
All right. Which current NBA player would thrive
We just gonna
most
skip that question.
2000s era?
So which current NBA player would thrive the most in the 2000s era? We'll start with you, Joakim. What current NBA player would thrive the most in the 2000 era? The early 2000 to 2010-ish.
20 what? Say I
So what current player in the league right now would thrive the most in the 2000s era?
Shit, the guy that's played in it. Motherfucker that's played for the last 20
LeBron
years.
James.
Fuck LeBron James don't play the 2000s.
He played in that era. He played.
That's what I'm saying. So shit, he's played.
40-year-old LeBron in that era still thriving?
The 20-year-old LeBron in this era?
Ooh, or the 20-year-old LeBron in this? Ooh.
The fuck?
I'll say
Scary.
T-Mac, AI.
But who from this current era could go back and play in the early
This
current era would thrive in the early
Kyrie.
Big fella. Big fella.
Nikola? The Joker.
You can put him at that elbow.
Marc Gasol. Hey, Marc Gasol. He's Market Pau
Gasol.
Yeah.
He's Chris Webber, Vlade Divac. He is that. Yes, Vlade Divac was a hell of a passer. Don't know if y'all really know basketball that way.
So we got one more question.
2 non-shooters on the court.
We got one more question from a special guest. We got Clipper Darrell in the building.
Clipper
Darrell pulled up on us.
They done cloned Clipper Darrell. They done cloned him.
I just came out, man. I just wanted to support you guys, man, and give you guys your flowers, man.
Okay.
Y'all show is hilarious, off the chain, man. Very informative, and it comes from the heart from each and every one of you, man. I know Nick Young ain't out here, but I saw him in the hallway, so I want to show him his love, too. But I need to ask y'all one question. Will the Clippers ever win a championship?
You can ask us, you can ask the audience, will the Clippers ever win a championship? What do y'all think?
You definitely can't ask.
Hell no!
Hell no!
I think they will.
Come on, Clipper Darrell. You know goddamn well your ass ain't
damn
winning no
well y'all not winning
championship.
you wasted a question.
Come on, man. You just buying the
Security.
gear, waving the flag. We know what the Clipper motto is.
But in all seriousness, Joakim, we want to thank you for pulling up to the show, taking time out of your schedule, All-Star Weekend, to pull up to Gil's Arena from the Emporium in San Francisco. And again, thank you to Anscape for sponsoring these All-Star Weekend shows. Make sure you check out my film, Memes and Nightmares, premiering February 20th on Hulu. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We'll see y'all soon.